Hello and welcome back, survivors. This is Darius Twana, and we are back on Valheim Raveguard. This is a solo episode that I will be continuing to work on my house. Disclaimer, this footage is pre-recorded and voiceover is provided after the fact. I'm going to start off with some channel news. As you all know, I am approaching 100 subs. I'm really excited about this, honestly. So currently, as of right now, I'm at 78 subscribers. When I reach 100, I am wanting to celebrate in some way. Some ideas that I've had are doing a giveaway of some sort, doing a long form stream of some kind, or doing some kind of a special episode. If you guys do have any input or want to, give me any other ideas you might have for what I could do to celebrate 100 subscribers, please let me know, and I will definitely take into consideration any opinions that you have. In other news, for my channel, we are potentially going to have a schedule change. A few days ago, I did put up a poll asking what people's opinions are on if I should continue the Survival Ascended Beating the Ark challenge I am currently doing. If you haven't looked at the poll options, there is continuing the Beating the Ark challenge, playing something like Mountain Blade, or doing some type of a strategy game like Total War or Stellaris. Now, any of those options are honestly fine with me, but my thought process behind all of this is followed. So, as you guys know, Ark, Survival Ascended, Scorched Earth, I've been fairly vocal since Survival Ascended came out about my frustration with Wildcard and them constantly pushing back on things, stuff like that. Honestly, it was very, very frustrating for me. Especially with how vocal I was about defending Wildcard with all of their pricing, all of that stuff. And honestly, I still stand behind those defenses. I do think that Survival Ascended, being a remastered as it was, it should have that price tag. I think $40 is a fair price tag. I think that for the Bob's Tall Tales, $30 for all three is a fair price tag. I do stand behind that. What I personally cannot stand behind, though, and what frustrates me so much about Ark and about Wildcard, is their constant delays, and still, despite all of the delays, still releasing an unfinished, unpolished, buggy, glitchy mess of a product. Honestly, it's so frustrating. I have had to stop doing so many recording sessions because I suddenly fell through the map, or I suddenly meshed, or suddenly 4 of my dinosaurs are just shot across the map. I've had to do so many console commands, not to even really cheat, but to just be able to get my stuff back, and be able to get my stuff back to me, my dinosaurs back to me. And it's just been really frustrating. And while I like the survival game genre, like with Valheim and with Ark, it's really frustrating when I can't even do the survival game aspects of it because everything's so glitchy that either I die out of nowhere and nothing happens, or suddenly all of my stuff disappears because of a glitch. Now, all that being said, I do want to still do the Beating the Ark series eventually. Am I going to fully restart it again? Maybe, I don't know. Probably not, because I really don't want to go back through the island. I don't want to have to rebuild what I have on Scorched. I really am liking where I'm at in Scorched, and even with, after this episode releases, I think I have a few episodes of Scorched that still need to release. So depending on where this falls and where other stuff that I have recorded already falls, you may, even after this, still see a few episodes of the Scorched Earth, and you'll probably see the episodes that really shoved it down my throat that this game is just a buggy, unfinished mess. Now, people who know me, they know that I jokingly am usually fairly pessimistic, but it's for the most part a joke. Like, I'm a fairly optimistic, upbeat kind of guy, and I don't like to be pessimistic like I have been with this just honestly trash fire that I've had to deal with trying to get recording done for Ark Survival Ascended. So I am wanting to put it on a hiatus until they get a lot more of those bugs worked out. I understand that this was how Ark was originally released as well. However, I did not start playing Ark at that time. I did not have a computer or anything that could play Ark until they had started releasing it like on consoles and stuff. Like, I had been playing Ark for probably 2 or 3 years before Ascended was announced and everything. So I am more used to Ark as it was towards the end of Survival Evolved, where it was, yes, still buggy, but it was at least a polished turd, I guess you could say. And the bugs that were left in there were a lot more endearing, like the dragons flying backwards on Skyrim and the giants launching you into the air and stuff like that. Like, that stuff was endearing, and it's stuff that we expected from Bethesda and we expected from the game. But what we are getting now is just random bugs that are just not good. Like, I lost half of my dinosaurs either to them flying off into different parts of the map, to I had one of those cool new carts which I was so excited about from the Bob's Tall Tales thing, and it just blew up after my parasaur died, and all of the stuff just disappeared. Like, it really, really sucked. And so I am quite frustrated with where Ark Survival Ascended Scorched Earth is at right now. Now, that being said, where does that leave us content-wise right now? So, like I said, I don't know exactly where this episode is going to fall compared to where my Ark Survival Ascended stuff is going to be stopping. I recorded an episode last night, so today, just so you know, is the 17th is when I'm recording this episode. Just a little bit of a behind the curtains, and if I remember correctly, this episode is going to be releasing on the 23rd. I just recorded last night an episode of Ark Survival Ascended Scorched Earth, and I don't think I'm going to be releasing that episode. Nothing really happened in there other than towards the end, I was running out of time because I was recording it on the PlayStation, and I found out there's an hour record limit. Granted, I don't want my episodes to be an hour long, but I almost ran out of time, and I didn't end the episode. I tried to kind of stop it, kind of start a new episode right away, and it just was a big mess towards the end. And so trying to edit all that together, you guys know I don't like editing videos. I do very little when it comes to that. That's not going to change anytime soon, at least. But that being said, I don't think that episode is going to release. Nothing really happened. I tamed the wrong thorny dragon is basically all that happened. I chased one around for like forever, ended up losing it, thinking I found it, grabbed a different one. It was a very Ark experience, don't get me wrong, but then it was a lot of sitting around waiting for it to tame. So I don't think that episode is going to air because it would just be extremely boring. There's a reason I don't tame on the channel itself anymore, especially not when I'm doing it through the PlayStation, because I can't just pause the recording like I can on the computer. That's the one complaint I have, and I would have to do a lot more editing to be able to cut out those types of things, which, granted, I should probably take the time to do, but with my current schedule and what I'm trying to get done, I don't particularly want to do that. So we'll kind of see what the future holds for that. If I do decide to start doing more editing and such, then we'll go from there. But as it stands right now, I am probably going to be putting that particular series on a hiatus. Currently, there are 5 votes in the poll. I know 2 of the people who voted. However, I am. It's currently more pushing towards like a Total War or Stellaris style game, and honestly, the that particular time slot may swap between like a Total War, Stellaris, or on the flip side, a Mountain Blade, something like that. Maybe even an RPG, doing like a Assassin's Creed or something like that. I might swap it up, kind of like I'm going to be doing for my Saturday ones, where like right now Saturday is Path of Titans. Who knows what Saturday is going to entail in the future? Path of Titans has been pretty popular. I've gotten a decent number of comments, interactions, such from my Path of Titans stuff, so that may get a permanent slot. It would be kind of cool if it did. But as of right now, I'm probably going to swap it up and all that because I don't have a server I'm playing on. I'm just playing on the official servers. And I don't particularly like the official servers of Path of Titans. That's a whole different set of problems that are personal issues. I'm not a big PvP fan, and I don't particularly like that there's no PvE to the game. But again, that's like me going on to like Call of Duty and being like, "Oh, hey, I don't like multiplayer. Why is everybody doing PvP stuff?" Like that's the point of the game. I like that you're a dinosaur. I like that you're growing. I like that you're going from a baby to an adult. But I don't particularly like PvP, so that's kind of my problem with Path of Titan. So that being said, I'm probably going to be swapping it out for either Stellaris or Total War for now. Not Path of Titan, sorry, I totally switched lanes there. Swapping out Arc for either Stellaris, Total War, something like that. I do have other options like squad-based combat games that I also might do, but I'll probably put those on my Saturday channel first before I do that for my Monday stuff. But again, that's all just kind of what the general idea is right now. Now, that being said, again, Sundays, I am planning on doing once a month is going to be my Commander games for Sundays. Now, with that, I truly want to know how many people in my audience care about Magic. I'm going to do the once a month Commander games because I enjoy playing Commander. That's something I like, so it's going to be put on my channel because I like it. My channel is going from I used to have it very focused, and now it's just all over the place. And honestly, because my brain is like that, I tend to thrive in a more chaotic environment. I am so much loving how my new channel is going on with, while yes, there's a structure, it's like a structured chaos. I very much like that there's all kinds of different games that I'm playing and all kinds of different things that I'm doing. I've got a cozy game going on with Ruby. I've got the, Helldivers, like brah type of game. I've got my Valheim games with Rave, which can go from cozy to crazy. I've got, Arc, I've got Magic, I've got all these different types of games, and I am loving that aspect of how I'm doing my channel now. With that, though, I would like to know how many people want to know more about Magic or want to watch more Magic content, because I've got Magic Arena I can play. I don't have to wait for other people. Honestly, the guys I played with all want to do another episode already. Like, they had fun with that, so we can do them 2 times a month, or even 4 times if you guys want to see a Commander game 4 times a month. I can talk about Magic news because, unfortunately, with how Wizards is doing things, there's always new Magic news coming out. So, let me know if you guys want to see more Magic the Gathering content. I will put that. I can do role playing content, all that type of stuff. I would love to know what kind of talking points you guys would like me to hit on when I'm doing episodes like this where I have a secondary voiceover. Honestly, I had planned to do more than just talk about my channel on this particular episode. However, I've already hit the 15-minute mark, which is about where I wanted that to be at. So what I am probably going to go ahead and do is call the episode today. I will be starting up the next episode with my building. This thing is going to be split into like 3 or 4 parts. So I am going to be doing another couple episodes where I have this voiceover going on with me remodeling my building, my house here in Valheim Raveguard. Let me know what kind of talking points you want me to hit when I talk about these. I can talk about different gaming news things. I can talk about different like things going on in like the tabletop world, TCG world, video game world. Just let me know what types of things you want to see. I don't keep up with Valheim news, but I can. Like you've seen me cover stuff from Arc. You've seen me cover stuff from Helldivers. I can do news episodes like that for Valheim as well. So let me know if that's all stuff you're interested in me doing. But that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you did enjoy the episode, like, comment, subscribe. Once I reach 100 subscribers, I am planning on doing some kind of cool celebration thing. So, let me know what you would like to see with that. And what I'm liking to do now is shouting out my biggest fan, Jake. Yay! Jake the dog watches every one of my episodes. Thanks, Jake. And until next time, keep on surviving.